Hello and welcome to Sakshi Post. I am Arpita Ghosh, your host. So the villagers in Hazipur are seething with anger on the recent rape and the murder of the girls. So today in our segment The Story So Far, we'll see how the accused had meticulously planned the rape and the murder of the innocent teenage girls. A lift mechanic by profession, Marri Srinivasa Reddy used to keep an eye on the movement of the girls in Hazipur village of Bhuvanagiri Yadadri district. Now, Ratchakonda police say that the accused had a set pattern to work out his murder plan meticulously. Now, this is how he worked. He would find a woman or a girl who was alone or waiting for a mode of transport and would offer her a lift. He would then take her to an isolated area, sexually assault her and murder her. He would then dump her body to cover up the evidence. Now, Srinivas had done this at least 3 times in the past 4 years. 28-year-old Srinivas is the main accused in the rape and the murder case that had sent shivers down the spine of the villagers in Hazipur. Srinivas has admitted to burying 14-year-old P. Shravani and 17-year-old Manisha in the well, and also admitted of sexually assaulting, killing and burying Kalpana, who is 12-year-old, who was reported missing 4 years ago from the village. Now, the skeletal remains of Kalpana, who was buried under 6 feet deep well in another well, were recovered late on Tuesday night. Now, that's not all. In 2017, when he along with 3 others were working in Kurnool in Andhra Pradesh, they had called a sex worker to their room. But following a dispute over payment, they killed and dumped her body in the overhead water tank and fled. Now, Ratchakonda Commissioner Mahesh Bhagwat said that the Srinivas role has been established in the rape and the murder of the 3 minors. Now, shedding light on his background, police said that Srinivas bore a grudge against the villagers for beating him up for eve-teasing in the past. He drew up these elaborate plans of rape and murder of the girls to settle scores with the villagers. Now, he was addicted to child pornography, which he regularly watched on his 2 mobile phones. After burying his latest victim, Shravani, the cold-hearted player played cricket with some boys. And the next day, he even attended a friend's wedding. His neighbors said that he did not mingle much with them and always maintained a low profile. Now, let me take you through the details of how the killer seduced, raped and buried the girls. Police said that Srinivas, who worked as a lift mechanic, would remain jobless for long spells. So on last Thursday, when Shravani was returning home from her class in Kisarwa along with the 2 other friends, she alighted at Bomala Ramaram Hajipur crossroads. She thought of taking a lift to get home. Now, Srinivas scented an opportunity and pounced on it. He offered her a lift and she agreed. About halfway, he stopped the bike and proposed her to marry him. He then started forcing himself on the girl. When she tried to escape, he throttled her, which left her unconscious. He then threw her into the abundant agricultural dry well 50 feet deep. He later went down into the well and, even as the poor victim lay unconscious, started sexually assaulting her. Now, after he was done, he smothered her to death and buried her in the same well. Now, the victim's bag was found near the well. Later, the dog squad traced the body to the well. Police found that the well was owned by the accused Srinivas Reddy himself. Now, on the night her body was exhumed, he fled from the village but was nabbed in Raviryala. Now, on interrogation, it was found that he killed Manisha too and buried her there. And this is the chilling story of the death of Manisha. On March 9th this year, Manisha left her home and in the same way asked for a lift when she was on her way to college. He took her to a field, raped and buried her in the same well. The villagers in Hazipur are seeing the same pattern in the death of the 3rd victim, who is identified as Kalpana. Srinivas has admitted to killing her in 2015, that means 4 years back. Kalpana had come to Hazipur to meet her grandmother. She was from Messireddipalli in the same mandal. She was sexually assaulted, killed, packed in a gunny bag and dumped in another well, which was located around 30 meters from the first well. Now, police are on the lookout for remains of Kalpana in the well. Srinivas was also accused of harassing a woman from the village. Now, in an unexpected turn of events, angry villagers set fire to a thatched shelter in front of the house of the accused, while some others also ransacked his house on Tuesday. The villagers have demanded that the police ensure swift punishment to Srinivas and not delay the process by filing a case in court and waiting for a judgment which could take longer. Now, sensing trouble, additional police force was deployed in the village and the family members of Srinivas have also fled from the village. Ratchakonda Commissioner of Police Mahesh Bhagwat has said that considering how heinous the crimes are, the police will try to get death penalty for the accused and help their victims' family as well. So that's all for the segment so far. For more news and updates, log on to www.sakshipost.com.